Okay, we'll see what a difference it makes having the air conditioner run in the back. Today, well, first of all, my wife loves Laura Dunne cookies. And I used to eat Laura Dunne cookies all the time with coffee and stuff when I was younger, but I hadn't had them in a long time. So she buys some of these cookies, and I taste them, and I said, Julie, that's not the original recipe. Somebody changed the recipe. And so I worked on a recipe here, and we're gonna make that today. Now, these are basically a shortbread cookie, that's what Laura Dunne's is. And but I'm going to teach you how to make it, and so you can save a little money and enjoy some cookies with your coffee. So I melted already a half a cup of butter, which is 1 stick. Then this is powdered sugar, not regular granulated sugar, okay? So I'm going to start putting the powdered sugar in and slowly stir that in with the butter. Then I have a cup of flour. Okay, it's a pretty simple recipe basically. Cup of flour, and then all I got left is a teaspoon of vanilla. We're going to put in here real quick, and a teaspoon of salt. All right, so let's do the salt first. Teaspoon of Morton salt, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Hopefully I can find what I did with the cap. I think it. All right, so I'm going to get this all mixed, and then what we're going to do, I'll get a parchment paper out and I'll show you how to form this. Put your oven at 325, okay? And that's kind of the secret to the whole thing, is how you cook it. So I'm going to get the parchment paper out, and then we're going to do this. What I probably should do is chill it in the refrigerator for a little while first, and then come out and we'll put it on the parchment paper. Okay, so basically what I did is I put it on parchment paper, and then I kind of used my hand to kind of roll it out, and then just turn it into a square. Let me see where. So you're not going to cut it or nothing. It's going to go in the oven for 8 minutes. Let me see if I got this back where it goes. Not exactly. All right, so in the oven for 8 minutes, and then we'll be back and I'll show you what you do after that. Okay, so I've got about a minute left before they come out. I wanted to say something though. I don't know if you've ever used these. I buy these at Walmart. I'm sure you can buy them at a lot of other stores too. This is the mommy and this is the daddy. It's worth having both of these. Especially if you have any Teflon pans or something like that. This one has a sponge deal on it, and this one and then has a hard scrubber. This one's a complete hard scrubber. What I wanted to tell you, now first of all, I am not affiliated with Walmart. Maybe eventually I will be, but what I wanted to tell you, after you do them, clean them out and squeeze them. And these things really will last a long time. Especially the daddy one, because it doesn't have the sponge. But these are excellent. Take care of your pans. Love them. I first found out about them through we stayed at a resort in Tahoe, Mexico, and that's what they had in the resort. And I thought, man, these are fantastic. So we're almost there. 15 seconds. I'm going to pull them out, and what you do, so when you put them in the first time, you do not cut them or anything. You're going to cook them for 8 minutes. Then when we pull them out, we're going to cut them into squares. All right. And so we're going to cut them into squares. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I'll point the camera at it afterwards. And these don't have to be perfect by any means. Believe me, I can't really tell what I'm doing right now, but it's okay. My wife will still love it anyway, because like I said, these are her favorite. Okay, so then after we're done cutting them to squares, we're just going to make some little pokes in them with a fork. And I'm sure if you want them to look just like Laura Dunne's, you can probably get the little molds for them. I was trying to think, I saw the other day, oh, it was Oreo cookies. They sold these little molds to make Oreo cookies. And so I'm sure they probably sell the same ones to make Laura Dunne's. If there's a will, there's a will. All right, now it's going to go back in for another 12 minutes. And then basically you're going to take them out and let them cool. Now if you want like them a little crispier than that, you can turn off the oven, let out the heat, and leave them in there, kind of like I do with the communion wafers. And if you've never had the communion wafers, you need to look at that recipe and try it. So that's it. I will, show you a picture of it afterwards, or record something afterwards on it so you can just see what they look like. But that's making your own shortbread cookies at home. They're not Laura Dunne's, but to me they taste like what Laura Dunne's used to originally taste like. After cooking them for 12 minutes, basically this is what they look like. Then you just let them cook and they're ready. And like I said, cool and they're ready. Like I said, if you want them to be crispier, you can, turn off the oven, open it up, let out some of the heat, and just let them sit there for a little longer. Thank you for watching.